In this video, we are going to overview Britannica Online School Edition. You can see this comes in both English and Spanish. Think of Britannica as the encyclopedia volumes that you may have had access to years ago. That content has been digitized and put into an online platform. This is accessible to all of our students pre-K through 8th grade. So I'm logged into a student's Clever account. I'm going to click on Britannica English. Now it brings us to this page, and you can see that we are in the Berkeley School District 87 account. So students have access to all the Britannica resources, but it's not through individual accounts. It's through a generic access to Britannica School. So you can see that it's broken up into elementary, middle, and high school. The content is relatively the same, but each group has a different reading level and accessibility for each group of students. You can click on the down arrow to do a search, or you can click on elementary. You can see at the top they're going to start off with an image or a video or a question, which changes, so it's a nice way to get students engaged and involved in some interesting learning each day. At the bottom, you can see that there are categories of content. So articles, media, world atlas, biographies, animal kingdom, some content specifically for pre-K through 2nd grade students, tour of the USA, geography explorer, and compare countries. So a lot of great content here. I'm going to click on articles. You can see the interface is pretty nice that you can just click on one of the areas to locate content. I'm going to click on animals. And we'll go to amphibians and reptiles. And we'll click on alligator. Now you can see here that, again, we're on the elementary or 1. If we click on the 2, you see how the content changes where it's a higher reading level, some additional content, and materials for the topic of alligator. I'm going to go back to reading level 1. You can see that there's some images and some videos that the students can access. You could click to link down to the different topics in this article. You can click on images and videos. You could find some related topics. And if you click on teacher, this is a way for the teacher to search by standard and or to see certain standards that might be relevant to this topic. I'm going to go back to article. You can see there are a series of tools at the top. So this is a send to. So you could send this content directly to an email, or you can post it to your Google Classroom or to your Google Drive. This Google Classroom is a great feature for our 3rd through 8th grade students and teachers. This here is citing this source. So there's different citation styles, a great way to teach students digital citizenship and citing the content that they are using. Here is a translate button. So even though we have the Britannica Spanish, if you wanted to translate the content on this page to a different language, you can click on that. And you can see that that translates to Spanish. We'll click on the X to close out. Listen, if you click.
Introduction. Alligators are large lizard-like animals with long, rounded snakes.
You can see that the content on the page is read aloud and highlighted. You could also click on the plus or the minus sign to make text larger or smaller. So that is just a very brief introduction into Britannica School. Think about ways that you can incorporate this tool into your instruction to get students excited about learning, researching, exploring, reading content, and also pulling media into different projects that they are creating or collaborating with other students.